Hey folks, and welcome to this Truck King news video. Today, GMC revealed the 2022 Sierra, and if you wanted more off-road capability and more luxury out of your Sierra, well then you're in luck. Without further ado, meet the 2022 Sierra. There are two new Sierra models joining the lineup for 2022 that we're going to focus on. First is the Denali Ultimate, that is a new top tier luxury trim level, and the AT4X, which is essentially GMC's version of that brand new Silverado ZR2. There are, of course, still other trim levels available and a range of engines, but for now, let's dig into these two new models, and we'll start with the off-roader, the AT4X. The AT4X offers unique styling to set it apart from other Sierras. Now, under the hood, it gets a standard 6.2-liter V8. That engine is still making 420 horsepower and 460 pound-feet of torque. Unique Multimatic suspension featuring DSSV spool valve dampers are underneath this truck. That's just like what you're going to find underneath the Silverado ZR2. Now, the AT4X also has a 2-speed transfer case. That's not new, but what is new is a new terrain mode, which allows for one pedal driving. So in 4-low, you'll only have to use the gas pedal. The second you lift off, the truck will apply the brakes. There are locking differentials here in the front and the rear, which is a pretty big deal. You can get available rocker guards if you want them. And underneath this truck, you're going to find 18-inch black wheels wrapped in Goodyear Wrangler Duratrac mud terrain tires. Looking inside, GMC definitely wanted to make this truck luxurious as well. They call the interior Obsidian Rush. It features things like premium full-grain leather, technical grain leather accents, and it's all highlighted by white piping and red stitching. You're also going to find some dark wood trim in here, 16-way power adjustable massaging front seats, a premium micro suede headliner, 15-inch diagonal head-up display, a power sliding rear window, power sunroof, 12-speaker Bose premium stereo system, and even more. If you're wondering about utility, the AT4X can handle a max payload of 1,420 pounds, while its maximum trailer rating is 8,900 pounds. Now you've seen and heard about the AT4X, let's focus on this truck, the Sierra Denali Ultimate. On the outside, Denali has always been about chrome, but the Denali Ultimate actually gets what GMC calls Vader Chrome, so it's sort of a dark finish, and it's going to be unique on this Denali Ultimate. The other ways you can spot this truck is by looking at the unique 22-inch wheels finished in low gloss black, the Vader Chrome GMC logos, and that unique front fender trim which features a topographical map of Mount Denali. Looking at the back end, GMC's 6-way multi-pro tailgate comes standard along with the Carbon Pro bed. That is of course a bed made up of carbon fiber composite. The Denali Ultimate is nice on the outside, but truly where it shines is on the interior, and you can just see it in the materials, things like full grain leather, open pore Paldeo wood, and even the wood has a darkened finish to it to create a distinctive color blend. Some neat details are the embossed and laser etched topographical maps of the summit of Mount Denali, which can actually be found in a few places on the interior. I'll quickly touch on the powertrain because the news here isn't surprising. The Denali Ultimate comes standard with the 420 horsepower 6.2 V8 mated to a 10-speed automatic. Now let's talk technology, and the first one is Super Cruise. That is going to be standard on the Sierra Denali Ultimate, and it's going to allow drivers to go hands-free on certain predetermined stretches of highway, and that includes while towing a trailer. Looking at the technology, you're going to find a 13.4-inch touchscreen in the center stack, along with a 12.3-inch digital display right in front of the driver. You will be able to hook up wirelessly with Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, but the Sierra actually comes with Google built-in compatibility, which means you can access things like Google Maps, Google Assistant, and Google Play right on your infotainment screen without needing your phone. This ultimate luxury version also gets the 12-speaker Bose premium center point technology stereo system, a standard rear camera mirror, standard power sunroof, the standard head-up display, a premium micro suede headliner, and even more. It's clear that GMC spent a lot of time on this interior, and it shows. Now, from what I'm seeing, it looks gorgeous and definitely as nice as a Ram 1500, but now I'd like to hear from you. What do you think of the interior that you've already seen in this new Sierra? Those are the details on those two new models. Now, like I mentioned, there is still an entire lineup of Sierras, starting with the Sierra Pro, then you have SLE, Elevation, SLT, AT4, Denali, AT4X, and now the Denali Ultimate. The base engine is that 2.7 liter inline-4 turbo. Now it makes more torque this year, 310 horsepower and 420 pound-feet. Step up from that and there's an available 5.3 liter V8 making 355 horsepower and 383 pound-feet of torque. And finally there's the 6.2 liter that I mentioned, or a 3 liter inline-6 turbo diesel that is available on many of these trim levels and offers 277 horsepower and 460 pound-feet of torque. Like the Silverado, the Sierra has also pumped up its diesel tow ratings with a new max tow of 13,200 pounds for a double cab two-wheel drive with 20-inch wheels and the max trailering package. If you go for a four-wheel drive diesel, you can tow up to 13,000 pounds when properly equipped, and that's more than 4,000 pounds increase over last year. So GM definitely worked on that diesel towing for 2022. Finally, detailed pricing was not announced, but GMC did reveal base pricing for each one of these models. Now keep in mind, these are all US prices, and I'll start with the two you want to hear first. That new Denali Ultimate is going to start at $80,000 in the US, while the AT4X is going to start at $75,000. The regular Denali starts at $61,000, AT4 is at $60,000, SLT is $50,000, Elevation is $45,000, SLE is $43,000, and the Sierra Pro, that base work model, starts at $32,000. Well, folks, we're coming to the end of this one. The AT4X is definitely exciting because we've had the Colorado ZR2 for quite some time now, but GMC never fully adopted that truck. You couldn't get a GMC version of the ZR2, but they're not doing that with the half ton, so that is exciting. It's going to be cool to see the differences too between the Sierra and the Silverado. And then what can you say about that Denali Ultimate? It looks beautiful, it's expensive, and you know what? Trucks keep getting more expensive, but that just means that people are willing to pay. So we're still trying to find where the price ceiling is for luxury trucks, and apparently we have not found it yet. Of course, now I want to hear your opinion, so please let me know what you think of all of these new Sierra models. While you are down below leaving that comment, don't forget to hit like, hit subscribe, hit join to become a member of the channel, and then come right back here to Truck King to see what we're testing next.